This episode mentions a college suicide. Feel free to skip if you like, as it doesn't pertain to the main plot. Take care.
Bunny scampered before me down the luxurious suburban avenue. She did so with her flames flashing on whenever we were visible to a car or a driveway. Her care was confounding to me. We had time before we needed to return home, as the last ferry from Newport to Providence would not leave for several hours. Then, if I remember correctly, we would be stranded in Providence overnight, would have to catch an early bus home. I was eager to do some more painting. Simon Drake would meet me at my place the following night, just enough time to do what? Hopefully to do some painting. What else did I know? We explored the neighborhood. Bunny took a left down towards what must be the shore. We walked down vast lawns marked by old mansion-like buildings that seemed to be a university building of some kind. Salve, Regina said a sign. I couldn't seem to get away from colleges, but since I looked like a student, it was safe enough. Finally, we arrived at a good wall to sit on with a view of the ocean. I was hungrier these days, but perhaps it was me absorbing the bunny's needs. It seemed content to munch on some dandelion. I thought about why the strange red umbrella people had needed a donation, or why Simon needed them to. On my way out, I avoided talking to anyone, but noticed a few of them looking like they were arguing. I wish I could have taken a sample of what they had in those boxes for closer inspection. If they were an anti-aging institute, was that what they wanted with Harry, or was it, like Simon said, only a front for this other group? If immortality was their goal, why, not me? I had had more questions, but I did not trust Simon, not really, not yet, though I perceived he had been honest in his answers, seemingly. The sun was getting close to setting, and suddenly Bunny perked up and jumped into my pouch. A moment more, and I saw what she perceived. A young person was walking down the wall towards us, in mock crucifixion pose, holding a cane, it would seem. They stopped several paces from us and nodded. Then they sat, and we both watched the horizon, though the sun was setting away from this side of the peninsula.
"Hey, I'm Thomas. I don't think we've met,"
he said.
"Hi," I said. "Neto." "Oh, did you go to Brown, or did you?"
Yes, I'm just visiting a friend. We had a falling out, though I'm going back tonight."
"Oh, sorry. How do you like Brown? I applied there, didn't get in."
"It's okay," I said.
"Where are you, from originally?"
"Oh, lots of places." Normally I would excuse myself, but I was craving a normal conversation after Simon Drake's so-called theory for theory. "What about you?"
"Connecticut, nowhere interesting. You wouldn't have heard of it."
"Okay. What do you study?"
"I'm a freshman, undecided. Not sure if I'm going to stay, to be honest. You?"
"I study art mostly. I'm a sophomore."
"That's cool. Is something moving in your pocket?"
Yes. It's a bunny."
A live bunny?"
"Yes, it's sleeping. Kind of complicated why I have a bunny, but it's mine. I did not, steal it or anything."
Gotcha. That's cool. I wish they'd let us have pets that might, help our mental health and everything."
"Yes, I've heard they are good for that."
"You're the first person I've seen come here. I come here every evening when I can at this time." "Makes sense since you don't go here. The kids here have pretty predictable patterns, but for some reason I can't seem to blend into theirs, you know?"
I said. We kept looking at the sky, rose, ochre, orange, the green of the ocean. The air was still.
"My roommate died, 3 weeks ago today."
"Oh, I'm so sorry."
"Suicide. Sorry if that's a lot, but I keep having to say it out loud. It's messed up. Not only them dying, it's really messed up. Some days I just have to tell myself that it's really true because no one around me wants to name it. I don't know. I don't know if you've ever had something like that happen."
Yes, I've lost someone like that."
"Sorry."
"That's okay. It was long ago."
I was comforting the parents. My parents sent me a care package, but they're whatever they are. So anyway, I hugged the mom as she cried in our dorm room. The dad looked like disappointed in me, and I know he was like whatever the hell he was going through, but I can't get out of my mind that he was like blaming me somehow. Even the mom looked embarrassed after I hugged her. It left me feeling horrible. Anyway, my counselor says it's not my fault, but every day I come here to just try to quiet my thoughts because I get in these like really repetitive patterns, replaying things I said or didn't say, you know? So it's not my fault, but no one wants to listen to the fact that I'm like still feeling shame, like this really, really deep shame that I'm really, really scared will never go away. Sorry, I'm probably telling you all this because you're leaving bartender syndrome or whatever.
I looked at the boy. He was clearly smart, well-meaning. He was no orphan from the dark Middle Ages, but there was an injustice to a young person going through so much alone. Loneliness was a scourge. I knew it well. Do you want to see my bunny? I surprised myself. I grabbed her out of my pouch, and she looked surprised as well at the event, but clearly understood not to hide herself.
Whoa, is he really blue?
Yes, it's an art project, completely safe, blue dye. Bunny looked at me, then at the boy, and scampered onto its lap to be pet. It acted a little more bunny-like, but took in the boy's pets appreciatively.
Wow, it's so weird getting to touch something. Like I haven't like touched anything or anyone, only like hugging my roommate's mom, but this is like helping. Thank you.
I could see the boy stifling his tears. No problem, I said. I let him pet the bunny for a little longer. Finally, I said, We better go. We have to catch a boat back to Providence. The bunny got on its hind legs and booped the boy before jumping off him and into my pouch.
Smart rabbit,
the boy said. Very. Well, so long. I walked a few paces and turned. I wanted to say something encouraging. I'd lived almost 1,000 years. Surely I had something. It occurred to me that the name of the school came from a prayer, one that I knew, but that didn't feel right. Ah, well. Bye, Thomas. Good luck, I said.
Thanks. You too, Neto.
I thought of the prayer as I walked away, and perhaps this was the same as praying. No one had ever convinced me otherwise all these years. It went. Salve, Regina, Mother of Mercy, our life, our sweetness, and our hope. To thee do we cry, poor banished children of Eve. To thee do we send up our sighs, mourning, and weeping in this valley of tears. The ferry was mostly empty and the wind surprisingly calm, so we sat alone on the upper deck. The light on the horizon could be painted by 1,000 masters for 1,000 years and not approach its magnificence, but we can always try.